Christmas time is a season of joy for most people, a time for reflection, spending moments with friends and family, perhaps shopping for gifts, all making December one of the most beautiful months. But for Lene's family in 2000, it was entirely different. The 16-year-old student from Leeds, England, vanished without a trace. A day meant for leisurely Christmas shopping turned into a nightmare from which her family has yet to awaken. Lene lived with her mother and sister Michelle in Leeds. They called themselves the Three Musketeers because they always stuck together. Even as teenagers, the girls continued activities with their mother, caring for pets, vacationing, and enjoying relaxed afternoons. Although their father lived separately, they maintained a good relationship with him, seeing him regularly. On November 26, 2000, Lene met her 15-year-old friend Sarah Whitehouse to shop for Christmas gifts, wanting to get a head start even though the holiday was a month away. After spending the afternoon in downtown Leeds and exchanging gifts, they boarded a bus back to Leeds Bramley, where they both lived. Around 5 p.m., Lene had promised her mother she'd be home for dinner. They got off the bus together and walked until their paths diverged near Sarah's house. They said goodbye, and Lene continued alone. When Sarah got home, she called Lene but found she hadn't arrived yet. Both Sarah and Lene's mother were surprised. Her mother tried calling her cell phone, but it went to voicemail. By 7 p.m., worried, she contacted the police to report Lene missing. While emergency services began searching, Lene's family also looked for her around Leeds. Despite their efforts, neither the family nor the police could find her. When Lene didn't return overnight, it became clear that a simple search wouldn't suffice. The police suspected she might have been a victim of a crime. The search was extensive. Investigators questioned over 1,400 households near Lene's home and 800 more along her route. They collected more than 100 DNA samples and searched 12 properties but found no clues. With Sarah's help, the police reconstructed Lene's last known movements. Lene likely took a shortcut, not well lit but surrounded by residential areas, suggesting whoever harmed her took a significant risk. The search expanded across England, with reports of sightings in cities like Blackpool and Doncaster, but none were verified. Lene's family couldn't imagine her running away, but clung to that hope, as other possibilities were even worse. Her mother left the front door slightly open at night, hoping Lene could return at any time. Christmas came, and the family tried to maintain normalcy, decorating the tree and setting out gifts for Lene, but she didn't return. On August 21, 2001, a man walking his dog in Linley Woods, a park 16 kilometers from Lene's home, found a suspicious bundle. Police unwrapped it to discover Lene's body. She had been wrapped in a flower-patterned bedsheet and green garbage bags, tied with cords. A black garbage bag was over her head, secured with a dog collar. Her hands were bound with cable ties, and additional ties and a scarf were around her neck. An elderly couple had seen a man days earlier carrying a large bundle into the woods, suspecting illegal dumping. The autopsy revealed Lene had been placed there recently, despite disappearing 9 months earlier. The relatively preserved state of her body suggested she had been stored in a cool place, like a freezer. This allowed forensic scientists to collect evidence, determining that strangulation was likely the cause of death. The police appealed for information, focusing on those familiar with Linley Woods. They compiled a list of over 400 potential suspects. Forensic analysis provided new leads, especially from the dog collar and cable ties. The collar was traced to a manufacturer in Nottingham and then to a mail-order business in Liverpool. Among their customers was John Taylor, who often hunted in Linley Woods. Human hairs on the scarf matched John Taylor's DNA. Further evidence included matching cords and garbage bags found in his home. Red nylon fibers on Lene's body matched fibers from Taylor's house, where he had recently removed and burned a red carpet, likely to destroy evidence. On October 16, 2001, John Taylor was arrested. He confessed to the attack, claiming he acted impulsively after drinking alcohol. He said he had grabbed Lene as she walked along the secluded path, covered her mouth, blindfolded her, and led her to his house. John Taylor had no prior convictions and worked as a parcel delivery driver. However, investigations revealed disturbing details. He had a history of attacking women, confessing to 2 previous assaults in 1988 and 1989 in the same area. In his garden, police found numerous animal carcasses, including dogs and ferrets, some showing signs of blunt force trauma. Suspecting he might be linked to other unsolved crimes, police investigated but found no definitive connections. During his trial in 2002, Taylor claimed Lene's death was accidental, but evidence suggested otherwise. The prosecution argued he had kept her body in a freezer for months, contradicting his story. On July 8, 2002, John Taylor pleaded guilty. He showed no emotion as he was sentenced to life imprisonment. Experts consider him highly dangerous, unlikely to ever be released.